Good morning, Pisces, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utlanaya, and today I will be doing a reading for you for the week of May the 5th to the 11th, 2024. I've already cut your decks and I've shuffled your cards 9 times each, utilizing the numerology of the date 05/05/2024. So let's dive right in. Okay, the first card we have today is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card that can symbolize leaving things and shedding things that no longer serve you, okay? So these things could be people, these things could be habits, relationships, places of employment, things that are not resonating with your vibrational frequency anymore. Okay, and this is not anything to feel bad about, because once you shed, so these things, if you are still engaging in these things, whether it be people or situations or habits and whatnot, if things are not resonating with you and you're forcing them to stay with you because you feel bad, or because you feel like that you're going to get pushback if you perhaps leave friendships or relationships. If you stay in these situations, it's going to inhibit you from elevating your consciousness and moving up. Okay, he's walking to the Nine of Cups. Okay, and if you do not shed these things that do not serve you, it's going to be a harder journey to get to that Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is spiritual fulfillment, contentment, feeling of satiatedness. I don't even know if that's a word, but feeling that you are fulfilled spiritually, emotionally, physically. He's basking in the energy of what he wants to become. He's super content. He's been enjoying libations and food. He's freaking happy, okay? So in order for you to get to this state, my dear Pisces, you need to start looking at your life and seeing what doesn't align with your highest good and what is it impeding on your ability to reach your full potential. It can be a double-edged sword, okay? So I'll give you an example, right? Like, I used to party a lot more when I was younger. And as I was transitioning into more spiritual, heightened vibrational frequency, I've started not to enjoy drinking as much anymore. This has been a slow occurrence for years. And I noticed that even, it became such a habit for me to go to the liquor store at the end of the week, right? And then I would notice that I would be in the liquor store and I'd be like, I don't want anything. Like, I don't want anything. I don't want to drink. And I don't even enjoy it that much anymore. Like, I love the taste of whiskey, but if I have one, my head will start to hurt. And it's not the same. Like when I was younger, I could go through like a whole bottle on a Friday night when we go out, before we go out, right? So things are differently. And so it is it's a habit that it has become part of your personality, and it is hard to shed these things, and you need to face these things and understand that it served me for a time, and it doesn't serve me anymore. I enjoy waking up the next day in the morning and doing things during the day, not sleeping all day, feeling like not good, right? And I enjoy working out, and I enjoy developing other habits and other hobbies and other skills and talents that I have, right? And this is all elevating my vibrational frequency, right? I enjoy getting up early in the morning. I don't like wasting my day. People that don't align with me anymore, most of the time you don't really need to put much effort into withdrawing yourself from these people, because your interests and what you're focusing on in your life does not match them, and so you will slowly start to fade out. Doesn't mean that you need to hate people or have some sort of big blowout to say, I'm not vibrating at your frequency anymore, so I can't be friends with you anymore. No, that's not what it is. But if you hold your ground and hold your boundaries, and people might even say like, wow, you've changed, but you should change. If you're the same person that you were when you were 19 or 15, and you're like 41 right now, then there's the problem there, because the whole point of living is to grow and to develop as a person. And things that have resonated with you when you were 15 probably don't anymore, right? So knowing that this is part of the natural process, okay, and being open to it, don't like, just be aware of it. If it's uncomfortable, take your time with it, okay, but keep in mind that this is all for your highest good, okay, and you're all on your own journeys, so it's not going to look the same for everybody. But you need to start focusing on yourself and not worrying about what other people think, because you are developing yourself. Some people are going to applaud you for how far you've come in life. And some people that are not at that high vibrational frequency, and they're not focusing on personal development, they're going to probably throw shade at you, or, start resenting you, because they are not developing. They don't like, some people don't like to see other people succeed when they are not succeeding, right? And you don't need that low vibrational frequency to hold you back just because you've known them for so long, okay? There's also an eclipse here. So perhaps this has been a theme maybe you have been dealing with. Maybe that was like the portal or the catalyst for you to start seeing these changes. And now you are looking at what is resonating with you and what is not. And you are walking away from things that are no longer serving you. This process has been started maybe during that full total solar eclipse in Aries we had. Okay. With the the next card is the Lovers, okay? So the Lovers can obviously indicate love. I don't like to focus on love that much in a reading. If it comes up, I will mention it briefly, but I really like focusing more on personal development, okay? So here we have the Lovers, okay? Now, a traditional interpretation of the Lovers card can indicate being at a crossroads and needing to perhaps decide on something, okay, decide on a path forward, okay? So that can be illustrated here when we put the two together, is that you need to decide whether or not you're going to maintain the status quo, you're going to maintain the habits, the friendships, the relationships. Perhaps your job isn't in alignment with your values, and you need to decide what path you're going to take, all for your highest good. This is your higher self. This is your guardian angel or your spirit guides, and you're being encouraged to walk towards your highest potential and what is in your highest good. Okay, are you ready to do that, Pisces? Okay. Now, a more unconventional interpretation of mine that I have of the Lovers card is kind of utilizing Gnostic Christianity's interpretation of the allegory of the Garden of Eden in the Old Testament. Okay. Excuse me. So you see the Garden of Eden in the allegory, the story. God created Adam and Eve. They were living in paradise, and everything was provided for them. But God wanted to keep them ignorant from knowledge of the universe and everything and everything in the universe. Okay, because they were told not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Okay, so the God wanted to, the Old Testament God wanted to keep them ignorant, kind of like a slave to them. They needed to worship him, and they were not allowed to pursue any sort of knowledge outside of who he was and what he provided. Okay, and so the snake, which is illustrated as the devil in the Old Testament, encouraged Adam and Eve to actually free themselves and to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And they got kicked out of by doing so, they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, but they gained access to information, and they became knowledge of the universe. Okay, and it is a metaphor for thinking for yourself and for freeing yourself of top-down authoritarianism. Okay, and being able to be self-reliant and thinking for yourself, not following orders, not following the mainstream. Okay, so you're pursuing your independent thought, you are pursuing your independent nature, and breaking free from this matrix slavery world. So what is it that you need to shed in order for you to step into that very independent energy of the lovers, breaking free from external locus of control and having a more internal locus of control, seeking out information for yourself and not just ingesting information and propaganda that is thrown at you from every angle in this world that we live in. Okay? You are a God. You are God. You are the universe experiencing itself. Figure things out for yourself through experience, through research, through gaining of knowledge of different sorts. And this is going to help you move on to the Nine of Cups. Spiritual fulfillment. Break free of that dogma, okay? And then the next card we have is the Five of Swords. Okay, so this might be uncomfortable for you at first. You might be losing friends and family members that are not in alignment with you. Okay, in your pursuit of knowledge and reason and spiritual enlightenment. There is a very diverging timelines that we are going through right now, and not everyone is going to be on the same page as you. I've lost family members that were close to me because they don't agree with my belief system or my ideologies, and either they do see what's really going on in the world, but they are not comfortable enough to admit it to themselves because it kind of demolishes their whole worldview, and it's uncomfortable. A lot of people would rather just put a blind eye to it and continue living in that ignorance, right? But knowing that whatever you are leaving is for your highest good, and knowing that despite the relationships, the friendships, you know, whatever it is you're leaving, even if it's a job or something like that, whatever's on the other side of it that you're walking to is the Nine of Cups, and it is more happiness and fulfillment. You will gain people in your life that are on the same wavelength as you, that resonate with your frequency. So it might feel like a lonely journey to begin with, but more and more people are gaining the same perspectives and vibrational frequencies as you, and you will find some people that resonate with you as well. But the road traveled alone is sometimes needed for you to figure out who you are as a person as well. Very deep reading, okay? With the Eight of Cups, we have strength. Yeah, so despite how lonely it might be, tap into your internal strength. Tap into your internal reserves of strength. Okay, this is a card that represents the sign Leo, and so he leads with his heart. Okay, he's courageous, and he has a pure heart and leads with it, and wants to be in alignment with his values. Okay, he's very heart-centered. So shedding things that don't align with your heart and with your values. Okay, now this lady, she is like, who would ever put their arms or hug a lion? Okay, but she is built this relation. This can be a symbol or metaphor for your internal state. Okay, and your internal demons and your shadow side as well. And so she has tamed her internal demons and has faced them and has integrated them. Okay, now you see how she's hugging the lion. The lion loves it, and his tail is kind of between his legs, indicating that he is tamed. Okay, and so this journey of yours, going towards the Nine of Cups, leaving things that don't serve you, you're going to be able to face those things. It's because of that time alone that you might be having. You might be going through a little bit of a hermit phase, or some sort of dark night of the soul. Or even if it's not, it might be uncomfortable for you to deal with shedding of people and things that you loved in your life. But knowing that this is going to expose things within yourself as well. You're doing some shadow work, and you're going to come out of this stronger, and you're going to be more in alignment with who you really are. Okay, with the Lover's card, we have the Moon. Okay, so the Moon indicates mysteries, right? And we have it with the Lover's card. So pursuing your own knowledge of the mysteries of life, and not just swallowing any sort of information that is thrown at you, or not listening to authority when they say you shouldn't look into these things, or you shouldn't. Why do you want to know about that? Don't censor yourself from information of the mysteries of life, and maybe the occult as well. Pisces, I know you are a very psychic sign. You probably are very magical yourself. Okay, and so whatever it is, you see how she's turned around here? She's supposed to be walking towards these mountains here. Okay, and these pillars are supposed to be, they represent obstacles in our life. And, you know, like I had mentioned with this, you are walking towards the Nine of Cups, and you're shedding things that do not serve you, and you're walking alone. This is encouraging you not to turn around, despite the obstacles and challenges that might make themselves, that might manifest on your journey. Okay. You are getting downloads from the sun and the moon, from the celestial bodies. Your psychic abilities are increasing. Your intuition is increasing. Perhaps your dreams are quite vivid right now. And you are asked to incorporate, you see how this is a dog and a coyote here. The dog represents our tamed, domesticated side, and the coyote or the wolf indicates our more wild side. So you're integrating both sides of the hemispheres of your brain, your emotional symbolism side, your artistic side, and your logic and reason side. Our wild side, our not prehistoric, but our like not so domesticated side, and our domesticated side, right? Our raw side and our civil side. And you're being encouraged to go down the path, even though it might be lonely, to pursue the knowledge of and the mysteries of life. Okay, and we have something else here that, like, this is the moon and the sun together as well. So there's another symbolism of the eclipse here that is interesting. So perhaps it was a powerful time for you. And with the Five of with the Five of Wands, we have Judgment. Okay, so Judgment can signify, this is the process. Like, you're shedding your old life. Your old life is dead, done, and over with here, and you're stepping into your true calling. Okay, now we have two angels here. Your angel guides and your higher self, okay, are really communicating with you right now, and they're really helping you, maybe listening more to intuition, doing some meditations, and seeing if you can connect with them. But this is your old life here. And like I said, not everyone is going to be coming with you in your new life, but you're being called into your true calling here, into a next level of your life where you're in alignment with your true meaning and your true purpose here. Okay? So listen to the call, walk that path, because whatever is on the other side is a lot better. Okay, now we're going to end the reading here with a card from Louise Hay's I Can Do It deck. This is like your positive affirmation for the week, okay? So I am even-tempered and emotionally well balanced. And then I am at ease with myself and I am at ease with other people, right? So I'm at ease with myself on my journey, and I'm at ease with other people, even if they're not on the same journey as me, and I can let them go with love, okay? If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you like to do. You can also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I'm truly grateful for your energy, and thank you so much for watching, Pisces. I hope you have an amazing week. Have a great one. Bye.